When purpose is discovered, a leader is born. In other words, purpose is the foundation of leadership. Now, in this video, I'm going to be showing you something that will bless your life, and this is going to be a section. The first video I spoke about the life of Joseph. In this video, I'm going to be showing you about the life of Moses, the life purpose of Moses, and I'm going to be showing you his niche, the niche of Moses, his life assignment, and his life purpose. Then also I'm going to be showing you the potential of Moses. Now, one thing I want you to understand is that once we are looking for reference in the Bible that we want to talk about leadership, Moses is one of them, because Moses was an exceptional leader. The character, the attributes, it was so great. Now, what's the niche of Moses? In our today world, I can classify the niche of Moses to be ministry. In other words, if you study your Bible very well, in Exodus 2 verse 1, the Bible speaking said, "And there went a man of the house of Levi, and took to wife a daughter of Levi." So, this man called Levi, it is from him, is the father of Aaron. It is from him both Moses and Aaron, come from the background. And because of that, Aaron is the first person where the Levitical priesthood, began. And at the same time, Moses was, related to Aaron. So they were all both from the same family of Levi, and that's where the priesthood, started. Now, Moses was called into ministry as a spiritual leader who led the children of Israel, and the leadership of Moses was exceptional. So that's the reason why I'm going to be showing you here the details. Now, once it comes to this template, you need to understand one thing, and what is that? The first thing to discover is your niche. Don't forget that. When you discover your niche, then the next thing to do is to find out your purpose, why you are in that niche. So God have called Moses into the ministry niche after the encounter in the burning bush, encounter that he had with God. And after that encounter, God has called him to the ministry niche. Why did God call Moses into the ministry niche? So this is one of the questions many people don't ask. There are times that you see people, they said, "I'm called into ministry," and all of a sudden they just carry Bible and start preaching. No, listen to me. You are not first of all called to preach, but rather you are called to stay with the one who called you, so that you will know why he called you. So understanding why he called you is as important as you also knowing that you are called. Did you get that now? This will help you, because we have many persons who are called and they don't know why they are called. So let's look at the life of Moses. Why did God call Moses? What is the life purpose of Moses? The life purpose of Moses was to deliver the children of Israel from the oppression. You could remember that it was the cry of children of Israel that makes the Lord show up for them. And God will always use a man. I remember I said something in a past video, and also I will repeat it here. Your life purpose is always connected to what? A problem among men. In other words, God does not give you a purpose that is not connected to a problem. Everyone's life purpose is connected to what? A problem. So because of that, it is very important you understand it. So the problem Moses was born to solve is the problem of oppression. Moses was born to solve the problem of oppression, and that's the reason why God gave him that leadership compassion, that compassion of a deliverer. So Moses, when Moses is talking, he's talking from the state, from his design to be a deliverer. So if you also read Exodus 3 verse 9, the Bible speaking, it said, "Now therefore, behold, the cry of the children of Israel is come unto me, and I have also seen the oppression wherewith the Egyptians oppressed them." Are you seeing it now? The Egyptians oppressed them, meaning there is a problem here. In verse 10, the Bible speaking said, "Come now therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt." So God sent Moses into the ministry niche to deliver the children of Israel out of what? Egypt. So are you seeing it now? In other words, there is nothing like existence without a problem. and it is the problem that leads to an intention. Then the intention is to deliver the oppressed. Did you get that now? In other words, what I'm trying to show you right now is that in your personal life, you can assess this. If they may ask you, what problem were you born to solve? Can you identify it? Why are you here? Why are you here? Can you identify it? So these are very important cues that makes you outstanding, makes your calling outstanding. So no matter what happened in your life, you will discover that you are exceptional in whatever you are doing. So another thing again you need to also understand is, after discovering the problem you are called to solve, you don't just stop there. Then you move forward to the next phase by creating solution to that problem, and the solution to that problem is always your assignment. I always tell people, your life assignment is to create solution to the problem you were born to solve. It's as simple as that. So someone is asking, how do I know my life assignment? The way you know your life assignment is by creating the solution to the problem you were called to solve in your niche. Simple. So let's look at the life of Moses and 3 solutions Moses created to solve the problem of oppression in Egypt. The first one is that to supernaturally perform signs and wonder. What makes Israelites to now believe that Moses indeed was called was because of signs and wonders. I'm telling you, Moses asked God, how will they believe that I am called? The Lord has to give him a proof through signs and wonder. What I'm trying to show you right now is that it was the same supernatural power that swallowed up all the forces in Egypt and gave them victory. So Moses used the supernatural power to perform signs and wonder. Weary Pharaoh. He wearied Pharaoh to the point that he rendered all the magicians, including Pharaoh, powerless because of the energy level and the backup of purpose that he received from God. Now, the second solution Moses created to solve the problem of oppression in Egypt is to lead the children of Israel from Egypt into the wilderness. That was also part of the solution. And it's not just he delivered them, he didn't just deliver them and leave them there, but he delivered them at the same time. He gave them what? A leadership support by leading them out of Egypt to what? The wilderness. Then the third assignment of Moses is to bring order to humanity by receiving the 10 commandments and the laws. Are you getting it now? So today it is true that Jesus came to help us, receive the perfection of the law, to perfect the law, but there is still a part of the law that was not abolished. If you check every nation today, the reason why there is order in everything we do today in different countries is because of the law of Moses, and because many countries used the Bible as their references to create their national laws and policies. So what I'm trying to show you right now is that Moses played a huge role by creating a solution to that problem he was born to solve. So the same pattern, everyone, this template I'm showing you right now is so profound. Everybody can use it in your life. You can sit back and check your life. The niche you are called into, the problem you were born to solve, you create a solution to it, then automatically you discover one thing that will happen in your life is that your leadership potentials will rise up. That's just the secret. Your leadership ability will come out. So the potentials of Moses I discovered were, the rod, that rod was a potential also in, leading the shift. If I talked about the rod now, I'm talking about the leadership. Moses leading the sheep, Jethro's sheep, is also a representative of leadership. Unknown to him, he was leading. That's leading. So that's the reason why to lead the children of Israel, it wasn't difficult for him again, because the sheep also represent need a leader. Are you getting it now? So another thing again I also noticed in the life of Moses is compassion for those oppressed. That's the reason why you see Moses, he has this compassion in his heart. Anytime he see people oppressed, he's not okay. He wants them to be free. Now, another thing again I want to quickly show you quickly is the 4 methodology to measure if indeed Moses fulfilled purpose or not. The first one is that your life purpose must advance the kingdom and reveal Jesus Christ. That is the first thing to know if you are fulfilling purpose or not. And if you check the life of Moses was a very clear Moses revealed Jesus. Yes, how does Moses reveal Jesus? Moses leading the children of Israel out of Egypt is a symbolic of Jesus delivering us from the world. Are you getting it now? And also, Moses advanced the kingdom by receiving that 10th commandment, that by receiving the law that is still active today, governing several spheres of influence today, bringing orders to humanity. It is because Moses received that law. Because without the law, we will not be able to have order in our life. So, and also remember, I said your life purpose must also empower people. So it's not just about yourself. Your life purpose should also empower people. And how did the life purpose of Moses empower people? The life purpose of Moses delivered the children of Israelites from oppression. They were free from oppression of Pharaoh and Egyptians oppressing them. They were free. And at the same time, his life purpose benefited us today by bringing order to us today. Then the third way to also measure if you need your fulfilling purpose or not is to check if your life purpose is targeted to solve a specific problem. Yes, you were not born to solve every problem. You were not born to solve every problem. You were born to solve a specific problem, and that should be part of your life purpose. Then if you check the life of Moses, you discover that the problem of oppression is what his life purpose was solved. Then the last one is, which is the first key to measure if you need your fulfilling purpose or not, is your life purpose must help you enjoy yourself, satisfy the individual fulfilling the purpose. So Moses till tomorrow is the one that has the main reference once we talks about the Old Testament. He did a lot of things. You cannot read the Old Testament and forget about Moses. You cannot talk about leadership and forget about Moses. You cannot talk about the law and forget about Moses. So what I'm trying to say is that when you discover your life purpose, your leadership ability emerge immediately. So that's why I say when purpose is discovered, a leader is born. And I believe this video bless you. And if this video bless you, I would love to have your comment section and your feedback in the comment section. And at the same time, and I would love you to share to others and be a blessing to them. Thank you, and see you in the next video.